Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to episode number 47 of our Islanders Jam Mode. So we're on to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in a few years. We definitely have a lot more experience now, so I think we should be a better team headed into the Stanley Cup Finals. The Colorado Avalanche don't have the best roster, but they do have some nice stud players like Kevin Marchment, I think his name was. Gabriel Landeskog, Duchesne's still there, McKinnon's still there, those type of guys. But they have a really weak goaltending core. They're both force like ours, but it should be an interesting matchup. I'm not gonna waste any time because I really want to see if we can get the Stanley Cup done. But yeah, game number 1 on home ice, the Stanley Cup Finals. We're gonna slow sim every single game just because it makes it that much more interesting. So first period, and we're being outshot by a bit, but looks like McMillan's continuing his success from last round in playing good in net. He's been actually a very good goalie for us this playoff run. So, like, he's on number 1 list for sure for winning that award if we manage to win that Stanley Cup. But, oh, wow, that's not a good first period. Shots are 12-3 in favor of Colorado, so we need a lot more shots than 3 shots in the first period. That's not how you start off a Stanley Cup Finals, especially on home ice. And we managed to score first still, even being outshot 15-5. Matthew Barzal makes it 1-0 for us, so we strike first in the Stanley Cup Final. It was our 4th line again. Our 4th line's actually been really good in these playoffs too. People like Sundstrom have managed to pick up some huge goals. And it's going to the third period with a 1-0 lead. We're only being outshot by 3 shots now, so we managed to catch back up. But nice period, boys, for sure. Way power play, and wow, I think that was a shorthanded goal. Matt Duchesne ties the game up. Shots are pretty even still, but it's a tie game in the third period. So penalty kill, long loss penalty kill too. Another huge penalty kill in the third period like last year's. Good job, boys. And it's going to be going to overtime in game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We're being outshot 33-27, so, but it's still anybody's game pretty much in this. So come on guys, let's have a good overtime for our goaltender. Overtime underway, and shots are still around evenish. Halfway through overtime, and nobody's really ran away with it yet. And is it going to go to a second overtime in game 1? Yes, it is. So we're being outshot 43-34. So wow, great performance in that for McMillan. He definitely wants this cup. But offense, come on, we need to get that goal. Second overtime in the Stanley Cup Finals. I haven't seen that in a while, a double overtime. And let's see, underway, and Colorado is going to get the winner. Tyson Barrie manages to beat McMillan, and they steal game number 1. Well, they don't really steal it, but they steal one of our home games. So Tyson Barrie beating McMillan. McMillan made 44 saves, but our offense just wasn't able to get that second Grellinger, and the rest is that. So 3 stars in that game. Craig McMillan gets first stars with 44 saves and a 1.47 goals against average. Second star goes to Calvin Pickard, and third star Tyson Barrie. So I just want our offense to show up more for the next game. Like, it was a good first game for defensive wise, but we managed not to score a lot of goals. So we need to have a good game number 2, guys. Most of the game, actually games, holy shit, I didn't even realize that. There's a bit of a trend. Sorry, my cats are fighting if you hear them. The last 6 games have been 1-goal games that we've played. So our offense needs to kind of show up a bit and get more than a 1-goal game. So first period in game number 2, and Shane Prince gets the first goal. Again, that's a huge goal for us, just to get that first goal. Is maybe we'll have more than a 1-goal lead in the game. Sorry, I just hit my mic. But yeah, we're being outshot still though. So another good performance in that from McMillan. Yeah, shots are 14-10 in favor of them. So second period underway. Penalty kill. Good job, boys. We're being outshot 20-11, and there's another goal. So 2-0. Dal Coley with 2 goals in less than a minute, 9 seconds apart. Holy shit. talk about clutch, man. Yeah, we're being outshot badly, but we're up 3-0 in this second game. Make it 4-0. Dal Coley with a natural hat trick. Wow. And the Stanley Cup Finals too. That's huge. So despite being outshot 29-20, we have a 4-0 lead in this third period. Michael Dal Coley with a huge second period. It's probably to a tie series, going back to Denver. Yeah, they're still out shooting us, but it's a great performance in that too from McMillan. He allows one there, but still, look at that performance in that. Really good performance from McMillan in back-to-back games, and a wonderful performance from Dal Coley with that natural hat trick, which gets us the win. 2 goals in 9 seconds, and then he manages to pick up another one late in the period. Strome had 2 assists as well that game, and Velarde also had 2 assists, so our offense definitely showed up in that game. There's the 3 stars, Dal Coley, Craig McMillan with 39 saves, and Velarde with 2 assists, so definitely a good game, bounce back game from that game where we just got completely outshot. I think, yeah, we got completely outshot in that overtime. I don't remember. But now we're back in Colorado, so we need to take 1 or 2 of these games in Colorado because we don't want to go down 3-1 back to home ice. That would not be good. So, yeah, let's waste no time and get into game number 3. I wonder who's in the AHL finals, but who cares really at the moment, because the NHL is the only thing that matters because our team's not there. So game number 3 in Colorado. Can we win a game in? Prince gets another one, and their backup goalie's in net for some reason, which is a weak goalie too. So this might have been a mistake for them. 2 goals on 8 shots, Pilok and Prince. They're outshooting us 14-8 though. Second period, and it's a 3-1 lead for us. Sundstrom gets a huge goal as well, and Hyman pulls them within 2. We're being outshot again, but it looks like we're having just a good game, and I don't know why they have Gomez in it. It's 4-2 game now. Dawson Holt though coming through with the huge goal. Not a good idea by them to put in Gomez, because I think Gomez was an 84. I was thinking he was like a 75 or something, but I think that was Florida that had the 75 backup. So, and they get another one with 56 seconds left, but Ryan Pilok manages to get that huge empty netter to make it a 5-3 win. So our offense shows up again in this game, mostly the 4th line actually, and we are up 2-1 now with a nice huge win in Colorado. So Pilok with 3 points gets first star, then Dawson Holt and Sundstrom with 2 points. So not a good performance really in net for that game for Craig McMillan, but the offense managed to show up and get us that win. So we have a chance to take a 3-1 series lead headed back home, and a chance to win the Stanley Cup on home ice. I think the Islanders, like back in the old days, they actually won the Stanley Cup a few times on home ice, but obviously hasn't been done in modern, not modern franchise, but the modern time era. So, or the current time era, to take a 3-1 series lead back home. Can we do it, guys? We're out shooting them 3-2 now. It's around even. They've been out shooting us almost every single game though, so we've just been able to succeed more on our chances, or score on our chances, I should say, more. And after the first period, it's a pretty even game actually, 10-9 in favor of them. No goals. So once again, McMillan's staying on his head, helping us defensively for sure. He's probably gonna have a huge growth during the off season. Can't wait to see how he is for next year. Well, we can't think about next year right now. And Matthew Tkachuk with a huge goal, beating Gomez. So I don't know if Picard went down with an injury or decided to put a new goalie in. Because, yeah, just 2-0 after the second period. Scrimes and Tkachuk. I think that's just the third line. Looks like we might have a chance to lock down this series. Oh, wait, I'm not going to say anything. Kagorodov makes it 2-1. And shots are 32-27 in favor of us. Just lock down this period, guys. And there's a huge goal from Ryan Strome on the power play, I think it was. And Matthew Tkachuk gets his second of the night. And your New York Islanders are going to have a chance to win the Stanley Cup on home ice, guys. That is huge. So we have a 3-1 series end the season off tonight. So to Chuck from Scrimes from Hosang, and to Chuck, Strom from Tavares and Dalcoli, and to Chuck from Scrimes and Hosang. So that third line coming through with a huge game. To Chuck with 3 points, Scrimes with the 3-point night in his rookie season in the Stanley Cup Finals, and a great performance in that from McMillan. So going into game number 5, we have a chance to end this Stanley Cup Finals win on home ice. Do you know how awesome that would be to win the Stanley Cup in front of your home crowd? Well, we could do that tonight, guys. We can't. So we're probably gonna watch like the last 5 minutes of the third if we have like a big lead. Well, I'm probably gonna edit it a bit, like with some music and stuff. I don't know, but yeah. So we have a chance to win a Stanley Cup. And what it says on the top is Avs are gonna have to grip those sticks a little tighter, as tonight they from their hands against the Islanders. Yep. So we have a chance to win the Stanley Cup, guys. We're gonna slow sim obviously the entire game, as we've been doing this entire series. Can we get it done on home ice? And we store first. Ryan Pulock. The crowd's going wild in New York, and G. Giroux ties the game back up. But Pulock's had a great last 2 games. He had 3 points, I think. Was it last game or the game before? I think it was the game before. And Jacob Scrimes had a great game last games, and he takes the team a 2-1 series lead. So the youngsters coming through with some huge points in the playoffs too. Second period underway. Still a 2-1 game, and Pulock makes it a 3-1 lead. That's a huge goal for Ryan Pulock. He's got another 2-goal game in these Stanley Cup Finals. He's starting to come through. Gomez is still in net for them. And looks like we're going to have a 3-1 lead going into the third period in the Stanley Cup Finals, guys. So once it gets around 10 minutes, I'm going to put it down to 4 times simulation. Yes, in Draisaitl, I think we've got it, guys, unless, well, Marshman makes it 4-2. But it looks like we might have this Stanley Cup, guys. I'm not going to count my chickens still, but it's 4-2. We're going to definitely watch the rest of this game. So, once it gets closer to 5 minutes, so right around now. So we have a 4-2 lead. Are we going to win this Stanley Cup and hold off the Colorado Avalanche? Oh, this is going to be interesting. I got to turn down the volume on my TV and turn up the game audio, I think. Yeah, let's just edit this for a second. Got to edit my gameplay sliders so you guys can hear. Like last time, I think it was kind of low. The last time I put in game stuff, so. Where is it? Audio and visual. There you go. Let's see. So we want the arena announcer volume. Let's put everything to 10 except for the arena music. We want down all the way just so I don't get copyright strikes. Crowd volume. We'll put everything back up to 10. Goal horn volume up to 10. And volume at 10. So there you go. That's good. And yeah, so yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit, probably after we win our Stanley Cup. Let me just turn up the volume on my Elgato quickly as well, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. So hope you guys have fun and watch us win our Stanley Cup.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far, and more to come. The Islanders with a win at center. Has it picked up. Good scrum here. Skate kick out of the scrum. Lets it go. Guarded the goal again. Puck covered, whistle blown. A bit over 5 minutes to go in the third. At this point, Some good offense, some strong defense. 6 goals, it's 4-2. He gains the zone. Laid on to Barry. And it's a good pickup. Slid to Tavares. Great job to slip on by. Shooter tempted to stare at the ceiling on that one. What a glove grab.
Gomez looks down and out, but he continues to battle and fight through to see where the puck is.
A big win. Let's see what happens. With a shot. Ooh, what a break. Shot hit the man. Great take. Dangerous area. And he missed it.
Colorado's down. They're playing like there is no score up on that scoreboard. They've had plenty of scoring chances.
Gathered up by Hamilton. And another strong save. Gomez holds on, and that'll do it. They win the draw. Let's see if it pays off. Pitching it to Hamilton. Looking for options up the wing. And he's hammered.
Better get your head up. That's a solid hit that he had to take there.
New York's on the move in neutral ice. Puck to the bench area, and so the clock stopped. It's a face-off win. May not seem important in that territory, but they have possession. Colorado's carrying on up the wing. Has it back deep. Good job with the stick. Angled to Zadorov. 2 sticks together, they cancel. Looks over his options from the corner. And the loose puck brought in by Duchesne. Remarkable save off that blast. Oh, and the pass wouldn't go.
Strong push by the Avalanche.
On the half boards to Duchesne. Great job on a cut pass.
The Islanders have forced them
In all alone. Wonderful save. DeStrome. Great save, point blank.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to put it in the net.
Grab, the 2 centermen tied up, but there was a good reach there. Solid neutral ice poke check. The Islanders have it up the wing. Big hit, possession gone. It's a point hammer shot. There's a hooking call on this play, but he keeps going. Onside. Terrific open ice hit. The defense can rest. New York's 2-minute penalty is a minor, and the call is hooking. The Avs are going to go on the power play. They have had some success already. This is the one they need. Shoots. Kick save. Outstanding. Need to get rid of it. Tries to clear. And that one cleared by the penalty killers. They must retreat and start back again. Shot on. The Islanders ready in attack back in the defensive zone. Terrific determination by Barry. Propelled to McKinnon. Gains the blue line. Scooped up by McDonough. New York's moving the puck in their own end. Right there, but can he get it out of harm's way? Good pad stop. Yeah, shot back out. All's fine.
New York's decision-making as of late has been perfect. That's another good play.
Colorado's up the wing, controlling play now. Zips. Terrific determination by Barry. He caught it and he holds on. A cover and play is stopped.
Well, the shooter's pretty disappointed, guys. He delivered that puck quickly. It was accurate, yet the goaltender was just better than him on the wrist shot.
An enormous defensive face-off win. And it's lifted back out of trouble. Colorado's going back further to get restarted on this man advantage. Pitching this one to Hamilton. Looking to Duchesne. Puck fired down. Decision made. Defenders first. Icing. They won that faceoff. Can they clear it? On to Grigorenko. He's in on an onside play. Shoot, and it's driven away. A whistle and a rest. That is a large win by the defensive centerman. Congratulations to him. Oh, what a stop.
You don't get many better opportunities than that. Great save.
Good pad save. Lifts it back out. Pressure off for now. And that's an offside.
The shooter thought he'd made a pretty good shot here, but the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop, and he's able to deny the shooter on what he thought was an excellent chance.
New York's got it off the draw at center. Gains the zone and looks over his options. Nearing the final minute of regulation. To Grigorenko. Battle for possession. Good kick of the puck by Grigorenko. The Avs power play is over. They've had their problems tonight. He's got it on his stick perfect off that left wing. Gathered in by Hamilton. Carries it to the corner. The Avs have control of the puck through the neutral zone. Thrown in. To the point it comes. That shot hit a man. All right, he's going to the bench. Roll the dice. Lugged along the line. Loose puck captured by John Tavares. The Islanders leave their own zone. Net empty. He missed the net. Nap by Landeskog. From childhood, the daydream of getting to hold 35 pounds of history, and it's about to come true. They will win the biggest prize.
You can't ask much more from your goaltender than this. That's an excellent wrist shot that he's able to deny.
They won it. Now what can they do? Score! He got the post with that one.
there you guys have it. We won the Stanley Cup. They managed to get a goal late, but there's the 3 stars of your Stanley Cup Finals winning team. Ryan Pilog kicks up another 2-goal game. Drysdale with 2 points, and then Landeskog got 2 points for them. But another great performance in net from Craig McMillan. He made 37 saves, and he actually won that Conn Smythe, as you saw. He was amazing for us in these playoffs, and we managed to get our first Stanley Cup under me being GM. So I don't know if we could have won last year if I would have brought it into that simulation thing, but huge win to win the Stanley Cup, guys. We'll look at the awards now. That was a great season. So let's just have it pop up with the dialogue box that we won the Stanley Cup thing, because it still should do that. But yeah, that was a great season for us. McMillan, I think he's only like 22, and he's now won a Conn Smythe in the Stanley Cup Finals, for the best playoff player, valuable to his team in the playoffs. So good on the rookie. And yeah, let's just won awards for this season, and then that will be it for this episode, because it's running a bit long because of that video. But we'll also show you the Stanley Cup winning roster just for like stuff like that. So here's the awards for the Stanley Cup winning season. So your Stanley Cup champion, New York Islanders, and President's Trophy winning team was the Tampa Bay Lightning back-to-back years, and then obviously these two, Colorado and us. So we've been to the Stanley Cup Finals twice in the last 4 years, and we've won once, so not too shabby. Going to Tarasenko this year. Stamkos gets to Hart. Lou Green gets to Norris for back-to-back years, 3 times in 4 years actually too. Lou Green gets the Lady Byng for back-to-back years as well. Rookie of the year goes to this Kieran's guy. I guess McMillan wasn't considered a rookie this year. And there's the Conn Smythe, McMillan, with the Stanley Cup win in his second season. Very nice performance from him. And trophy was Weiss. And yeah, that was just Weiss. William M. Jennings goes to Weiss and Blum, so the 2 LA goalies. The Bill Masterson goes to Morin for the second time in back-to-back years. Dylan Larkin gets the Selke Trophy this year. Ted Lindsay goes to Stamkos, and Richard goes to Tarasenko. So only 2 awards for our team, but one of them obviously is the biggest award, the Stanley Cup, and the other one being the Conn Smythe Trophy to Craig McMillan. So very successful season and last few seasons for us. HL wise, anybody on our HL team? No. So that's the awards though. And now for your Stanley winning roster, New York Islanders. So Shane Prince, he had 18 points in 21 games, so he had a very good playoffs. And then Gabriel Velarde, who's turning out to be maybe our next John Tavares' center role, except for he's a playmaker. 18 points as well in 21 games. So these two very good performance in the playoffs. And then same with Michael Dalcoli, another 18-point performer. So very good performance in these playoffs for these guys. Ryan Strome, 17 points. So yeah, as you can see, we had a lot of players put up points. John Tavares didn't actually have the best playoffs. Well, he did have a good playoffs, but he didn't have the best of what he could do. 15 points in 21 games. Leon Draisaitl, 14 points in 21 games. All of our players look like they're +2, so that's good. Ryan Pilok had 2 goals in back-to-back games in that Stanley Cup Finals, I think it was, to propel us to that Stanley Cup. So he had a huge playoffs in that last little bit, 11 points. David Savard in maybe his last with 11 points. Johan Sundstrom with 10 points on the 4th line. Barzal, 10 points. Grimes with 10 points. He had a good Stanley Cup Finals. Josh Hosang, 9 points. Ryan McDonough had 8 points. And he's probably going to retire as a Stanley Cup champion. Unless he still plays longer, I don't know. Matthew Tkachuk, 7 points, 21 games. Dawson Holt, 6 points, 21 games. Grellinger, 4 points in 21 games. Tarasov had 3 points in 20 and no points from a cold day, but great performance from our Stanley Cup winning team. And then look at this. Craig McMillan, 20 games played with a 2 goals against average, 14-2-0 in the playoffs, and a .936 save percentage. winning the Conn Smythe as a 22-year-old. So he's definitely going to have a huge growth probably during the offseason. Can't wait to see his stats for next season. And then Linus Soderstrom played one game in the playoffs. He got us a win, though, and horrible goals against, but whatever, in an 8.97 save percentage. So that's a look at your Stanley Cup winning roster for the 2024-25 season. So definitely I'm happy with the way that season ended. Let's just sim up to the draft so we can see if anybody retired. And then that will be this episode, guys. And in the next episode, we will do the draft and see if we could re-sign anybody, or if there's anybody we don't want to re-sign from the Stanley Cup winning rosters. So we scattered pretty much everywhere. Yeah, we scattered pretty much everywhere. Okay, so let's just go back to Sweden, I guess, just for fun. 2 weeks. Okay, so once it pops up with the dialog box, let's see who retired. Hopefully, I think McDonough is going to retire, so we're not going to have him back next year. So, view retired players, and no, Ryan McDonough does not decide to retire after that Stanley Cup win, so maybe we'll reassign Ryan McDonough on a 1-year deal if he's still good enough. But yeah, so Ryan McDonough does not retire, and no goalies on our team retired, so we might have the exact same roster next year, except for some of the players. We might get rid of David Savard, didn't retire either, but he might retire next year. But so here's a look at the big retirements in the NHL. So Nick Backstrom, Anze Kopitar, Phil Kessel, Jonathan Toews retires, Claude Giroux, Jordan Eberle, our former player, he's going to be covered. The President's Trophy winning team, he retires with them. Logan Couture, Brian Little, Gustav Nyquist, Max Pacioretty, TJ Brody, all these kind of guys. Anders Lee retires with the team that finished almost the worst in the league. So, yeah, thanks, Anders, though, for your time here in New York. We definitely had fun with you. Anybody else retired that was on our team before? Not that I could see. Connor Brickley, how old is he? 33. Well, it's pretty young to retire. But yeah, so those are the main retirements. Goaltending. Let's see what goalies retired this year. So Carey Price decides to retire with a 435 wins, 399 losses. So I guess Montreal has been playing bad in this universe. And then Antti Ranta retired. Andre Pavlik. Darcy Kemper decides to retire with the Vancouver Canucks. So also I'd like to thank Darcy Kemper for his time here in New York and help contributing to a team that's now won the Stanley Cup. So, and then also Thomas Greiss retired at 39. Wow, didn't expect him to play that long. He retires. He had a good. He was pretty good with us for the most part. But yeah, thank you for your time here in New York, helping contribute to a team that now has won a Stanley Cup, and that's the rest. Well, I don't know why this guy retired at 29, but that's the retirements, guys, for this season. Definitely was a good season for us. But yeah, so it's good. I guess we traded away our second and third last year. But yeah, so I guess we'll see you guys back up here with episode number 48 when we go up into the 2000 draft. We probably won't get anything huge on our draft pick, but hopefully we can go for maybe back-to-back Stanley Cups or maybe more than that. So thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you guys later.